Everyone's walking around casual like zombies, bro. There's some fucked up shit going on out here, man, and you look around at everyone and everyone's just normal, like, you know, go home, read the papers, watch the news, and just kick back, have a cup of tea, and just get back up, do the same shit again. No one ain't got a passion for this thing like me.
On the streets of Birmingham.
Tonight, another shooting, another victim.
Yeah, probably going on about 15 years now. This beef in Birmingham's been going on between Burgers and Johnson's.
3 fatal shootings in as many weeks. Birmingham now has the highest concentration of gun crime in the country, with 3 serious gun crime incidents here every single day.
Burgers are like the Handsworth guys, in it? And John is the Aston. These are the 2 notorious gangs in Birmingham.
This man had an argument with that man, and that man had an argument with this man. Next thing you know, a punch turns to a stab turns to a gun. Next thing you know, somebody's shot. If I see you and I think, hold on, ain't that my man from that area? It's on site.
What do you mean on site?
On site, you see anyone, just fuck them up.
In what way?
Fuck them up, man. Kill them, beat them up, stab them up, shoot them.
That's what it's come to, a postcode thing. You're from this area, you're involved. It's just as simple as that.
What's the war about?
I don't even know, you know.
Hear them guns blow in the ghetto for that big or that small dough. Beef burn slow like the blunts and that hydro for my dough.
Do you want to show us what happened?
I got stabbed. There, once there in my arm. Gang stuff, really.
How many of your friends have been stabbed? Or
Loads of my friends have been stabbed. Loads of my friends have been shot, like.
Gotta be very aware of your surroundings.
What do you mean?
It's like a lot of people, you see how this is like a kind of main road in Handsworth as well? Yeah. A lot of people sometimes drive past here to see if they can see someone from this area to try and pick them off.
And it's always constantly just looking over your back.
I watch every car that goes past, so I know who's in there.
A man no take back chat, man no back a weapon. Probably a 4-5 or a Mac 11. And it ain't nothing you could tell them. Man a poppy melons and a shot straight to your cerebellum. And it's real struggle that I'm repping. And I can't see the rats around me, but I can smell them.
It's a shame that I'm so used to people getting stabbed and getting shot. It's a shame. Every day I wake up, oh, such and such got shot, you know. Oh, I swear down.
Cause are we really winning? Are the kids grinning? When shots go off in a man's christening, they say niggas don't listen. All this black on black, now would there ever be peace? Now that silk's missing, 13's missing.
Look, see that there?
Whoa.
And that there?
Yeah.
Slugs.
Right there and right there.
Unfortunately, I was a target.
How fast
You
you
were
can
the
get...
target?
Yeah, right here.
How fast you can get into the alley there.
And I was gone.
Through there. Look at look, we got a padlock on there now. I would have been dead. I would have been dead. Aston home of gun crime, G.
I said, about a motorbike, jump off, that's some next shit, look.
I'll be ducking and diving, bossing out hood niggas mainly. I got shot once, that's enough check for me, baby. Shining on road, boy, cops tailing me daily.
You see a man walking, catch him slipping, you run upon him so you don't see him, do what you're doing. Now if you're doing that and you're living like that, then you're gonna want to be aware of some people doing that to you. You have to be on point, especially if you're at the height of shit that's going down. You have to be very on point.
In too deep, now it's heading the wrong way. My closest piece of faded away. I'm trying to get out of the game. These streets can never tarnish my name. I need to leave, but still my heart wants to stay. I'm trying to get out of the game. I'm trying to get out of the game.
Like, you sit here and you moan about all the people that are gone, and you just think, how many more people have to go because these people have gone? And, like, ain't there no way, like, you know, if you could ask these people what they really want, like, you're never ever going to get the chance to come back and live, but what would you want? And I guarantee you half of them will say, you to stop killing each other, because you don't want to be here like this. This cannot be living. I don't believe this is what we were put here to do, just do what we're doing. I think there's more to it than this.
So what did you do?
Phone Penny up, yourself to, cause obviously you just finished doing the film, so I know you had links, connections with some of them burgers and that. So I was contacted you to contact Dylan, who's affiliated with burgers.
Yes, Flash. Oh, what are you saying, G? What's happening?
So Shabba called me because I got to know young men on both sides of the conflict while researching my film One Day in 2007. I stayed good friends with Dylan, who played Flash in the film.
I got a phone call from Penny saying that a guy named Shabba from the B6 side of town was thinking about, is there any possible way where there could be a truce? My first initial thought was, okay, this is against the grain. If my friends hear that I'm talking to somebody from the other side of town, or people I'm associated with hear that, they're gonna thinking, yo, I'm dodgy. So my first thought was, do I really want to do it? When I thought to myself, you know something, I've got kids coming up and I've heard them talk about this gang stuff and that, so I'm obliged to.
Want to be a gunman, do ya?
Just making a film one day, I've got all these little kids running up to me saying, yo, Flash, 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 Flash. I feel obliged to push this message. You don't want to be like Flash. You don't want to get caught up in that lifestyle. You don't want to be involved in that.
Have made it. And how did you feel before the meeting?
For the meeting, tell the truth, I was kind of nervous. I'm not going to lie. I don't really get nervous like that, but I was kind of nervous. I was thinking this is some different kind of stuff because it's against all rules. It's goes against what I grew up to believe in, even though it's rubbish, and I know it's rubbish. So for me to go into the room, I'm going to tell the truth, I was kind of nervous thinking, what is this really? And like I said, it could have been a setup. Could have went in there and just could think, yo, there's my man from that side of town. Let's get him in the room, fuck him up.
I wake up every day saying something is not right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're going to get a next chance to come back on the next world and do it again, or do we need to do something
as I know, there's only what happening. I'm only going to get this one chance in it, brother. Like I said, you're only going to be 10 once, you're going to be 20 once, you're going to be 30 once. There's no part two of this, and next year, or next lifetime, bro, right now, it's real.
I've lost a load of friends, I've lost a load of people, a load of people around misery and a load of angry people.
You're going to wake up in the morning and think, I can't be living like this. It's not a joke. Yeah, it's not. You get me, you're done burying your friend and you're done, you're crying, your brother's mom's crying, you think, I can't be living like this, Don. This is crazy. You understand it?
Who else can I think of that's going to come up and say, you know what, we have to stop this thing, and can actually get to the next side and get back and vice versa? So it's a good thing for me to be sitting there with Dylan, being able to pass messages and get messages back and forward, to let people know it's not that time. You can't call 5 men out of college to do this job. This job has to be taken care of by people that are affiliated, whether they're out there banging. You need to be able to be around these members. Man are active. In an hour, half an hour's time, I could probably be with a man who's licking off heads and that. That's how real it is, and that it's a small world.
How are we gonna really do this? And it kind of like, you get me? And like I said, it could be more. It could put man in problems. I'm not gonna lie. Some people might not like it.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard to get through. I don't get paid for this. There's no reward. The only thing that could come of this is someone could say fuck him for that, and we lighten him up. So that's why I know my heart's in it, and I believe if man don't do it, no one's gonna do it, and we gotta try and do it, even if nothing comes of it. At least when they mention burgers, Johnny's or war, they'll know that at least there's man out there that are thinking, you know what, that are trying to do something. Man can't ever tell me I'm not trying to put my life on the line for my community.
That little thing there, what we did yesterday, is bigger than what anybody could imagine. Just for us to sit down and have spoken, you understand it, and to have then I've sent the message that way and he sent the message his way.
Are we meeting someone I know, Dylan?
I don't know if you've met.
How old is he?
26 now, but as far as I can remember, he's always been around it, so. Right now, the kids need to understand that the war and arguing over nothing. All of this is over nothing. That's the scary thing about it.
If there's going to be some form of peace or whatever you want to call it, then order. I'm willing to try. I just can't see it being like, I don't know, man.
I'm not saying it's gonna be straight peace like that, but I'm saying it them like hollered at Penny, you know.
But when this is what I'm trying to keep saying to you. You see when you say them like.
Alright, then I said an individual.
That individual there, he's not valid.
Yeah, I hear that.
I need to hear it from someone who I know deep down inside my heart that is up to no good.
But he's saying right now there's active men that are involved in the thing, and there's a man that are doing stuff on road, and they've said it from their heart, brother. If you can stop this thing, stop it, innit?
These motherfuckers are not stupid. They're not stupid, so they can be saying all that because they want to get involved in stuff. They want to get their fingers dipped in certain little situations that otherwise they couldn't have.
Would you talk to your enemy to set us free, or just wait for the 5-0 to give you the key? Cause 10 man getting 30, that was injustice. When it was war, they taught us to bust this. How can we come together cause they don't trust us? Where's the loyalties? There's no love left. Ride and die for niggas till there's no fogs left. Then bust the guns till there's no slugs left. Cause the government's having a party and they're calling it Illuminati.
It's Boxing Day. There's been a shooting in town. I'm gonna phone Shab and see what we can do and try and sort the situation out, innit?
So I'm good to go right now, because obviously we're here, innit? So if you're free, you can link up.
Retaliation is what I'm worried about. Even though meeting in town could be dodgy, before this escalates and turns into some next big drama, Shabba and I have agreed to hook up for the second time to see if we can sort this out.
You shouldn't be making youths wind you up, though. Obviously, but yeah, man, you've been around long enough to know, blood. You can't be making, it's like a little brother winding you up and you're saying, you carry on, I'm going to beat you up, and he's winding you up too. You just say, you know what, fuck him off. You can't be making man bring you down to their level to have you in some youth man activity, blood. See, since man I met up and that, nothing ain't really happened. Couple little minor things, but nothing on the scale of how fucking last year was, blood. With this heat wave of shooting and that, blood. Because the next man dies now or the next shot goes off, but it's just going to get messy again. I could get 5 man, blood, and you could get 5 man, and they could all sit there all day and say, yeah, but you done this, and yeah, but you done that, and yeah, my bridging this, and I'm saying, if we just stop it, blood, fuck it off again, blood.
Fuck it off, innit? And see how it goes for a bit long. This conversation's never been had. In how many 15, 20 years this gang thing's been running, this conversation's never been had.
So what were people suspicious? What were they saying?
People saying suspicious that we're doing it, we've got an ulterior motive. It's either to get money, or it's money, or it's or is the police involved somewhere along the lines. There's loads of little things that people are wary about.
I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm advising you. So don't be mad at me or nothing, or don't think I'm trying to pull no stunts, or it's not no money scam or no scheme. This is for all of us in the long run.
They don't seem to understand why we want to do it, and that's the problem, man. But we're gonna show them the bigger picture, bro. Like I said, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep pushing.
This is the black hole, of course, where we judge by the way we walk, and close friends get killed for the way we talk. You build up so much anger, you're supposed to know that this world don't owe you anything, cause we was born to lose, but built to win.
You're not supposed to talk to the enemy, as people would say, but I don't look at them as my enemy, and that the life I live in, that government, police, the way the system works, I don't look at them as my enemy. If the people that I've got a problem with, then fair enough, but I wouldn't say it's my enemy. I could rather get up and go and kill a policeman to tell the God's honest truth. I'm more angry at them, you know, than them. I'm really mad at. And I think if you put all these mans together and make them have to fight a cause like the Lazar's riots, and make them have to fight a cause together, I reckon that's what will bring everyone together again, and make people appreciate each other.
That's what I'm saying. Birmingham love all the way around.
He knows what it is already. I don't have to say no more. He knows what it is.
I'm from the older generation, man, but my grandma, I used to follow my grandmother with shopping, and you have to say hello to every black woman and every woman. See, here's a big man right here, so you know, this is the man that owns the dumpling shop up the road, Sovereign's Cafe. This is a documentary. And we're talking about like resolving the gang situation in Birmingham. Talk to them, man. Tell them what you think about what's going on with this gang situation and how it was back in your day as well.
My days were proper. Life was ever so simple. We didn't fight each other.
Stop lying, man. You fought the Teddy Boys, man.
Yeah, oh yeah. But we didn't fight each other. You know, we think about love. He was a gun love and girls.
So in the riots, the ones in '85, do you remember those? I
remember most of them. I remember most of them.
Because then people were fighting the police and the National Front. They weren't fighting each other.
No, they weren't fighting each other.
Yeah.
It was police. The people were just fed up with society.
Yeah.
You know, so nothing was happening, so people just burst out one night, the police.
When police lost control of a half-mile stretch of road in Handsworth, the neighbourhood was reduced to a blazing inferno. The police were powerless to stop it. The orgy of destruction that followed made it look like something out of the Blitz.
The tragedy is that it's come after so many years of very good community relations here with absolutely nothing to indicate that this would happen. It is pure, naked hooliganism running on into outright violence and theft.
2 days after having one of the best carnivals that we've ever had in the city, and it would appear through insensitive policing again, we are now struck with this silly problem.
The bigger generation, they were fighting for a cause, a real cause, which was, you know, to get rid of racism out of Birmingham, you know what I mean? But it was never no kill black on black crime. We're arguing over postcodes that don't belong to us, street corners that don't belong to us.
We have to pay council tax
for. We don't own these roads. You're fighting for a postcode. You own a postcode. No, you don't.
I was not like you were saying. Trust is the. What did you say? Trust is the luxury.
Yeah, it is, man.
You trust in luxury because you can't. You're around here. You can't trust in anybody. A lot of people let you down. You trust anybody and anything that makes you vulnerable. You have to stay paranoid to be on point, and it's horrible. Been sad for a long time, Penny, that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of heartache, a lot of things. Right now, it's not that bad. Like I said, there's times where you don't even want to be driving up and down on the road like this. You understand it, you know, when it's peak and it's fully on shabs. You understand it? There's times where you don't want to really be on the road. You'll get the call saying, yo, you get me, the big people, like the big gangbangers on the road, driving around like how we're driving around, looking for someone to look down so you don't come on the road, so you don't become a victim. It gets like that. To tell the truth, it's been kind of hell. People are falling out with each other, saying I'm trying to get to Hollywood by making a documentary. There's been beer arguments. People are saying you're working with the police, but we haven't been able to film any of this madness because the man won't allow the cameras in the hood. It's all good me having my opinion and saying what I want to say, but without me backing it, don't really make no sense, you understand it? Like I said, I can say what I'm saying, but for me to reach out to the elders, for me to hear what they're saying, man ain't gonna listen to me because they say, D-boy, what's your opinion don't really count like that, so I need somebody with some weight in this thing to back me on it.
Be the boss, I pay the cost and nearly ruined my life. Wasted years in the penny, something new in my life. For all the dirt, did the shit I've been through in my life. I should be stuck in jail doing the life. Touchdown in H-Town, no more confined to a cell. Lot of niggas acting hard, it's being grimy as well. Never seen a prison yard, I've done no time in a cell. These feel my gangsters doing time with an L. Look, hard to find prison, healthy and
Virgin Zilla's just come out the penna. He's original burger bar. He's been doing this thing from the get-go. He's just done 8 years in jail. Now this brother is influential because people listen when he speaks.
This is a prison right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be ending up behind that wall.
They accused you of trying to kill a policeman, was that?
Times 2, trying to kill 2 of them. I was on 2 attempted murders of the police. That was my original charge. Attempted murder times 2 on 2 officers. But I had to drop it to a lesser charge. So they couldn't prove that I tried to kill nobody. I tried to shoot one of them. Yeah, and the gun jammed. And then I took the same gun and tried to shoot the next one, and the gun jammed. But if the gun's jammed on one person, how can I attempt to kill someone again? It was just a load of shit, really. I got 8.5 years, which I've done 8 years out of it, more or less. I've been jailed enough times, but this time now I try to really learn something from it. So when I get out, obviously, I'm gonna do something right, and you know, the place is a mess. So my priority was, if I can try and make one little difference in the hood where I come from, then that's an achievement to me, you get what I'm saying? If I can deter one person from ending up in there where I ended up, that's an achievement for me, and it. So that's what I'm on, innit? But I got a lot of friends that are left in jail still, you get me? And I feel their pain because man's here, some of them ain't gonna get to experience this, you understand what I'm saying?
Zilla has agreed to support the movement 100%, but he's asked us to highlight the case of his 4 friends who are doing life after a high-profile trial. The thing people remember most about Burger Bar and Johnson's is the tragic killing of Letitia Shakespeare and Charlene Ellis on New Year's Day 2003.
This has got to end. My daughter's life was cut short by this killing. A part of me died when Letitia died. This is as bad as it gets. Please help. Please help.
But 2 wrongs don't make a right. My friends were identified by an anonymous witness, and Marcus Ellis got 35 years based solely on his evidence.
I don't think we've really taken on board what a serious step it is to allow witnesses to give evidence anonymously in our courts, speaking in Dalek voices through voice distortion equipment, shielded from the view of everyone in court, sometimes even defending counsel. You're not allowed to ask another witness if the anonymous witness was even present at the scene. You can't check.
What I've got is the prison records that were made available to the court of Mark Brown, who is the anonymous witness. He's at Brinsford at the detention centre. And you're saying in June that the Johnson boys are after you, they've actually attacked you. You were seen wandering out of some toilets, dazed and bleeding with your clothes torn. Does that ring a bell? And he says yes. So then Nigel Rumford says the idea of cooperating with the police started to become rather attractive to you, didn't it?
Yeah, of course.
As soon as he started cooperating, he was moved from Brinsford to a different prison.
Vulnerable people and stuff, when they find themselves in that situation, do anything they can do to get out of that situation. Jail, it's not a nice place. You understand what I'm saying? Your life, you give your life away to the place that, you know, it's not nice.
When you visit the scene, you begin to appreciate how unbelievable the evidence that that witness gave is. The party was here at these premises. Mark Brown, the anonymous witness, claimed that he came out for fresh air and the vehicle drove along the service road with tinted windows, discharged a firearm, sadly killing the 2 young girls. This was around about 4 a.m. At the very beginning of January, so it would still have been intensely dark.
So Mark Brown claimed that he could clearly identify 4 men wearing masks in a moving car with heavily tinted windows in the middle of the night while a machine gun was firing.
It's a matter of a split second for the vehicle to go past the relevant positions. It would be quite impossible to identify anyone in that vehicle.
He then refuses to attend an identity parade.
It's the same guy that's saying that you can't point these people out in the ID parade, that's saying that you pointed out that you could see these people in a tinted out car with masks on in the middle of the night. But you can't go into a room where the people are bright as fuck. You understand that? You can see their whole face and everything and you can't pick them out there. I don't know how people feel about it, but it's wrong, innit? Okay, it's wrong, innit? It's just blatantly wrong, innit?
Because my friend had the gang marker, it was stitched off in a way that wouldn't happen to anybody else who didn't have this gang marker. So your car that you drive is gang affiliated, your house, okay, gang members go to this house, everything becomes gang affiliated. And when you go to the court of law now, and that word gang comes up, it gives them powers to use acts that they've created just to go against gang members.
The reason it started is because there is a great deal of witness intimidation, and there's no doubt about that. It does go on. There are gangs in our inner cities now, gangs with access to firearms, which is not something that used to be as widespread as it is. And there is a genuine problem. But in my view, it's a problem primarily for the police, whose relationship with certain minorities in the inner cities has broken down in recent years. And it's a problem for politicians to sort out questions of social cohesion, which make it so difficult for people to give evidence. What you can't do is address a social problem like that by throwing away 1,000 years of legal history and the protection of the rights of the accused, by having unfair trials to combat social problems. It's not a remedy.
Marcus gave me that first phone call and said, Mum, he said, Mum, they found me guilty, and we both cried together. He says, Mum, sometimes when you're in the cell, the realisation just hits you right in your face that you're here. And he even said to me that he visualised himself in nursery and then school and primary school and then secondary school. And then he said to this, and it just kind of just knocked him for six.
On the streets of Birmingham.
Still, it was cool that we agreed to highlight the case, and he used his influence so that we could bring cameras into the hood for the first time. Cameras are no-go in my community, especially when we're talking about gangs and whatnot. So today's kind of monumental, really.
What about Uno? You're 17.
Oh, you 16. Were you 15 today? 16 today? You're 17 today? Oh, glad you're getting old, man. Yeah. Big ass youth, because hold on, you're 17. Stand up next to me, bro. 17, bro. I want to eat it around here, bro. So how do you see the other side of town that ain't from here? Are they seen as like enemies or just like what's your take on it?
Now it's that bad. Half of the men can't even go town. You have to go town in a group, and the police don't like that.
Yeah.
See, and if you go town in a group, police are looking to draw you. You're drawing more attention to yourself. You know what I mean? And you don't even want that. You just go in there to buy some clothes.
Once you reach a certain age, you ain't going to Newtown, and they don't know you. So when they see you thinking, who's this? Who's this? You could be on it, but they don't notice. You understand it? Yeah, everybody's just, like I said, everybody's defensive.
All that postcode shit is a bag of bullshit.
It's a bag of bullshit, bro.
I don't rep nothing that owns to the government.
You understand it, blood? You understand it, rude boy, and it's the truth, man.
I was there from day one. I helped start all of this shit, man. Started all of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's my job to try and fix it, innit? I won't feel right in myself. Otherwise, we're bringing the hood together. We stopping the fucking hood. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. Say it like this. Say 50 men say yeah, forget it. But one man out of that 50 men, something happens from the past. No one's not going to be back on this. Everyone's going back to what they was doing before, innit? No one's not sticking to what they was doing. It's going straight back to what it was before, man.
If a man thinks he can push my button, then that's where he's gonna fuck up, because I'm gonna make an example out of him. I ain't allowing for anyone to think that I'm a chump, because this can't work like that, brother. It just don't make no sense, brother.
A man violates you. That's 1-0 to him. You gonna lick down the man. You think it's 1-0 to you, but he's dead. Well, at the end of the day, you're on the run. Eventually, you're gonna get catched with a thing. When you get catched with a thing, you're fucked. You understand? You're gonna be sitting down. How have you won? Your life's fucked. You know, there's no winners in this thing. That's what man needs to understand.
We're not meant to be warring like this, bro. Forget Birmingham and anything. We're young men, black brothers.
Fair enough, but when they see you, even so, you want to stop whatever,
bro. But but that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna have to be a man. That's what I'm saying. I have to be a man and say,
so what, you supposed to get beat up?
Bro, nah. But this what I'm showing you. I'm not saying that. That's why we have to big elders. We have to link up with their elders and talk to all our youths, and they have to talk to their youths. Don't think it's just us on this side doing this. It's over there as well. So man have to put this order in place. Even with having Zilla out, it's been kind of a mission. But Shabba, he ain't got no support.
Hey yo, I try to stack a million. My life is brilliant. Code name Simbo, birth name Simeon. Get money how you can, is my opinion. Grab you get a rubber.
There's loads of man over there, so he's got loads of man against him. I've heard some conversations and he's been on the phone line. I can hear the background and it sounds like a madness. So for him to keep pushing, I have to respect it, man.
And I ain't trying to be nice, fool, I'm trying to be wealthy. So
yeah, people are like, I edit, people are like, fuck the truth of that. Too much things that happen, edit. Too much bad things that happen.
Smell me, I ain't had a wash for 2 days, cause I'm out on the street trying to move these 2Ks. I'm grimy, a minute,
no one don't want a truce. Man don't want a truce. Man don't mind having beef. Man don't mind. We don't. The life that man are living now, we don't care. Man don't care about what it is, what it is, isn't it? But when you come into man and you're talking about truce and this and that, blood, man are just looking at you thinking, yo, you trying shit, blood, you're a dickhead, blood. When I see my man, I'm gonna fuck him up. When I see this man, I'm gonna fuck him up.
This is what I'm on, blood, and if it's gonna save a couple of youths growing up in the future, then they'll respect me. When you're dead, they'll remember me, blood, for what I was about and what I was trying to do.
If we all got together today and says, yo, the beef between Burger Bar and Johnson's is done, it's dead, nothing ain't changed. It's just that.
Not for us it would, but for the youths it would.
Why do you think it would change for the youths? They're still going to be seeing the same shit. They're still going to be going through the same shit. It's just that Johnson's and Burgers haven't got beef. These little youths in Aston will probably have beef with them little youths in Newtown now, and because the mentality's still there.
Every little nigger in my ends is on this thing regardless. It's not, they probably don't even know half them on them, but they're done the repping this thing. You phone them, say, yo, come in, they'll be more than happy. They feel like, wow, they phone me to come. You understand? I'm rolling. You understand it, but they're passionate about it. Passionate about what, bruv? Going to jail and dying. That's what we might have to push this thing hard, you know, dog.
When I was a kid, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be one of the hardest niggas on the road. I wanted to be a gangbanger. I wanted to sell drugs. That's what I wanted to do, because that's what that was the life, innit? When I was growing up, my pops weren't there. So obviously, where I learned to do my thing or whatever is on the road. So obviously, I'm gonna be a road man, because that's the only niggas that have showed me anything is road man. I've been gangbanging since I was about 13, bro. So I don't know nothing else. So when you tell him, man,
stop what you doing.
You get me, man? Is saying this is the norm now. It's not even a bad thing to us. It's just normal. It's life. It's not even bad.
Right now, this is about the senseless killing, the idiot thing. At the end of the day, half these youths are jumping on this thing. They don't know what this thing's about. You understand what I'm saying? What they're repping? What are half these people repping? Ask them what's it about. You understand? They don't know.
We don't know nothing else. I mean, you don't know nothing else. You don't know nothing else. How much of us have been suspended from school or expelled?
Every week.
Everyone in it. Everyone in it. We're 12, 13. We don't have a dad. So now we're suspended. We don't need to go back to school. The school don't want us. So why are we going to go back to school? Now we're seeing money. We're seeing things going, older people making money. Well, we want that. You get me?
We're lost in it. We've come up lost in it. And that's what it boils down to, bro.
We need to be growing young black men, not no niggas. We need to be growing young black men in it, bro. So you hate it or love it, blood. You're on the internet, Zimbo, you get 100,000 hits, bro. You're a role model, B. So you're responsible. So you get me, regardless, man, I'm responsible for our actions and for the kids coming up. So I'm gonna have to think like that as well, innit, blood. I got 7 boys, you know, dog. My biggest boy is nearly 14. Bro, he said to me when I said I'm going to speak to Shabba the first time, he said, you're mad, Dad, you're going to Aston. Do you understand? You know that kind of scared me, no, blood. Imagine that my son said that to me. Imagine how that scared me, like, yo, man, he gave me goosebumps now, bro. Look at my hand, goosebumps now, even thinking about it, bro. Like, yo, I've seen it, you know, bro. You know, I've seen man do that. I've seen my bridges leaned up. I've seen my man twisted up. I've seen my man fucked up. I've seen man in jail doing life. I've seen it, you know, bro. And imagine you could ever fall into that. Are you crazy, bro? Man, I have to do something, bro.
I don't even think the system's fucking us. I think we're fucking ourselves.
We're fucking ourselves, bro.
It's not even the system, though, bro. Like, the system, the government, it's ourselves,
bro. That's kind of like you see blaming people. That's all wasted energy, bro. Let's make it happen, innit?
I'm saying if man deal with the real issues that are really going on, I'm passionate about that. That's what I'm passionate about. Changing the way niggas think, changing the way we're living in it. Because you're coming at man with this with the truth thing. Man ain't listening to another word you gotta say.
All of this conflict resolution stuff is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. James Pennell, who's actually producing this documentary, is the next MP. James says he has somebody who could help us or give us some advice. This person is Jonathan Powell. He helped broker the peace treaty in Northern Ireland.
One of the things I did was doing Northern Ireland peace talks, because you remember when Blair came in 97, it had all gone back to violence again. The IRA started killing, the big bomb in Canary Wharf and a bunch of bombs in Northern Ireland. And we, Tony Blair managed to get them back into peace talks. And then quite quickly, in about a year, we got them from there to the Good Friday Agreement, where they finally signed off on a peace agreement. And I guess that's kind of what you're facing, because if you're going to make this stop after all these years, it's not going to be something you do in like 2 or 3 weeks. It's something that's going to take a very, very long time.
That we're not a threat to the government in terms of we're not going around shooting police. That make it harder for us, whereas the government could look and think, well, they're not bothering us, you know.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably part of the problem. Everyone thinks they're just killing each other. Why would we care? You know, they would like it to stop, but they're not going to invest in it as a way of stopping. So you'll have to do it yourself.
Some of these mans are hard work, man. It's hard work, ignorant, nothing to live for, nothing to look up to, no role models in their lives. So it's hard to get through.
It's been this way for so long. It's what they know. It's what they go to bed for, what they wake up for. They're just comfortable in that. They don't see no need for no change or nothing like that. So the hard part is basically getting the vision across of the bigger picture of, like, you know, what we really should be doing.
What I worry about is this whole issue of looking like you're surrendering, because that's always a problem in these circumstances. How you persuade both sides is the big man thing to do is not to shoot someone, it's to actually draw a line now, and we're just not going to have anything from now on. And something will happen, and you need some way of defusing it. What they do there in North Belfast, on one side there's a leader called Jerry Kelly, who used to be in the IRA, who escaped from jail 3 times, once in Ireland and twice in British jails. Jerry Kelly at one stage had to stand holding back a whole crowd of young Catholics who wanted to attack. And some of the more crazy ones started shooting at him rather than at the police or at the loyalists. So he had to really put himself on the line to stop that stuff happening. I guess my warning to you is the first steps are easier than the further on, and you start losing faith in it. And just urge you to keep faith and to have patience in doing it and absorb a certain amount of pain in doing it, because you'll have to. But it's really, really worth it, because you can change it, you can make it.
You're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, innit? And I know where your head's at, bro. I know that, you know, I know you're on this thing and you're a down nigga, but at the same time, I know that you would like to do something like get involved in something like this, blood. People are really trying to help us, so, and that's what I want you to know, blood. I ain't gonna bullshit, and that's why I want you to come to the meeting to see for yourself, and that. These are proper MPs, people that rub shoulders with Tony Blair and parliaments and proper big people, blood. So if that's not good enough for you to say where you're from the hood, and these are the people that, you know, like they say, forget talk to police or, you know, and bring the Queen down, I want to talk to direct, you know, how high up do you need to be going, but who do you want to get your message across to? And these people are prepared to help us. I know man are saying, oh, fuck that man, they're trying to this and that. You shouldn't look at it like that, but I don't know, fam. Yeah. The next time we see my face, it could have like 40 man, like, who knows? So what? One thing will open the door to another thing, and opportunity in it. So I'm saying, what do you want to happen now?
Do you not want to get involved, blood? Seriously.
But don't keep saying I'm doing my thing, blood, because it's not my thing, blood. You already know I'm having problems on this side, blood, talking to man, no one listens. That's what I need support. Them man, they got their thing mapped out, blood, but over this side, it was like, nah, and this and that. So I'm saying, I don't know what you want me to do, blood. So I said, I need someone like you or Nugs, sharp, someone to help me, back me up, blood. Come and see what's going on. If you think there's money, sit here on the table, and you get the money as well, then, if that's what you believe, you know. As long as you're here, it's not going to harm you, blood. I didn't say no one ain't gonna harm you, blood. Who said that? Who said anything about harming you, blood? No, I didn't say that. Did I say that? No one ain't gonna harm you. What am I gonna say someone's gonna harm you for, blood? I said it's not gonna harm you to come down. That's what I said. Who? What are you on about, blood? I'm saying.
Different days, same shit. When I'm waking up, lying in my bed, wishing that I never woken up. I got this father that I never ever see, and the only time I see this little prick is in my dreams. Every day I'm wondering, has he forgot about me? Every night I'm on my knees, asking God, why me? Mom don't want a son to be taken by the streets, but this is the life for me. So it's kinda peak, wondering if people will miss me when I'm 6 feet deep, tossing in my grave, cause I can't rest in peace. I got so much demons surrounding me, so I call on Most High to come and rescue me.
Today we're going to speak to the youngers, who are my son's friends. We've all got friends who have been stabbed, but nobody's actually died. They haven't got the pain and don't feel that revenge yet. So we have to get to them before it's too late. You're aware of what's going on, and I know you're getting slowly but surely it's close to it. You go to B6.
I look over my shoulder in this area. Every 3 to 4 seconds. I ain't trying to wish no death on that. Anything could be around the corner, really. Anything could be around the corner.
How old are you, like?
15.
15. That kind of age group there, 15. You understand what I'm saying? So, like,
what you know about growing up on the ends?
Like, all the beef, the man, them, the boy, them, and yeah.
I started to like know about it from like year 7 onwards.
Year 7, that's what I'm saying. 11 and everything. That's same with Unola as well.
My bedroom got stabbed the other day.
Over the gang stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Aston or something. Yeah, Aston. So I was just saying. You could go to that area, but if you get caught slipping, then
do something about
that. Do something about it. Because of the pride as well. You gotta keep the pride there. Pride. Probably die for my pride. That's why it escalates. Cause say something happened to my men here, then obviously us man will all go back. You escalate, and then obviously if we do something to them, they're gonna try to do something to us. Like if he had a fight or he got rushed, I'll go back there straight away, not thinking. Even if it's just us two and there was like 10 of them, I'll go there, probably might die or whatever. That's what I mean. You just don't think, and you just do it. You don't hesitate to do things. It just happens.
The thing is, they can't afford guns. It's not that easy to get guns, regardless of what people think. So they've all got knives, little knives, and they will poke you up with it. And these kids don't understand. You poke the wrong artery, and that's it. You will bleed to death unless you make it to the hospital in seconds. You understand? It's impossible.
Don't you think that's a waste of life?
Yeah. I don't see it as a waste of life. It's just, I don't know. That is life. Yeah. It's just a way of life that we know.
After filming on that day, I had phone calls. There were still people that wasn't too happy with what we was filming. And some people didn't understand what the message was. So it made them kind of hostile to what we was doing.
If we don't get through certain mindsets and stuff, it can be a serious thing. You understand? And you know, I'm not worried for myself because I'm not saying I'm Superman, no one can't shot me or whatever. Anyone can get killed, anyone can get shot, but I ain't worried for myself like that because I don't know, but I worry for him. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, if people come to get got, like, he will be the target. 100%. Do you understand what I'm saying? I told him to man on the phone and said, listen, tell the way, I'm killing him. I'm calling no names on that, but man, you know, and like,
real. If man have got the place in the hand like this, you've got the whole wood like this in your hand, you say jump and everybody say how high. And that's the reality of it, so that's why it's up to man to be responsible and make things right, innit?
What's that?
They kind of hit kind of a brick wall. Like, my mum's windows got smashed out. Like the night before, like a boy, like a 17-year-old, like kind of died. So I don't know about all of this true stuff.
Right now, basically, the truth thing, like, it's not gonna happen, and like it's long.
You know whoever did it knows there, and dickhead business.
Punk business, man. Punk business. You understand what I'm saying?
Look at the size difference.
I don't know.
This is why they try to pick on little D-boy. And then for you get me, but so like I said, some little girl, it's forget it, and it's a girl business, and like I said, at the end of the day, couldn't even pick up me. Went to my mom's house, my mother's house. I don't even live there. You've gone to my mom's house. Do you understand it? So for what? Now the big issue is that you died the night yesterday night. I woke up in the morning at 7 o'clock. The first thing my son said to me was, "Dad, the boys got killed. My friends got killed." These are the kind of things we're trying to prevent, and
it's just going on.
It's just going on right in front of us, and right, it's just roaring. It's kind of a lot.
Just had a little plan in it, try to do something that thought was going to benefit everyone, but
obviously some people don't see the vision. We just want a better future for the youth coming up. We don't want them jumping on the bullshit that we jumped on. You understand what I'm saying? We need to uplift ourselves and do something, you understand what I'm saying? Look around, like black, we don't own nothing. Look on Rascal, look on the Enso Road, all them places. Niggas don't own shit. You understand what I'm saying? Man wanna, man wanna inspire the youth to be something, so, when we get to them ages, like, their own shops, they got that mind on them where to say, you know what, why should I go on the road? Why don't I go college? Why don't I aspire to be something?
What we doing, Dylan?
I'm gonna walk over by that dome and meet the kids. Where's the rest of you guys?
Near the thing.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like I said, back the day before, a couple of days ago, when I was saying, like, talk to the kids before one of their friends die or something, but now these kids have got that in them. You killed my friend. They've always got a reason now. Every time you try and tell them something, they're going to tell you, but you killed my friend. So, man. When people in normal society get murdered, there's a whole campaign, there's rewards put up. But when people in my community get murdered, it doesn't even make the news. You're just dead.
We saw you 2 days ago, and nothing had happened then. It's really shocking.
My friend. Shaim. He got fucking stabbed for... He owed him money for some reason. Do you know the story?
Nah.
Like, he hit one of his main arteries and he bled out too much. Like 5 pints of blood.
How did you hear about it?
Oh, on BB, like, everyone just kept putting up, like, R.I.P. Shaim and R.I.P. Chicks. But I thought, like, it was a joke thing at first.
To all the people on BB, this should be a wake-up call to you. Rest in peace, Shai.
What does that make you feel like you want to do or think?
It's real life, isn't it? Is it a game? Yeah, real life. Life ain't a game. Scary, bro. To be fair, real talk, I'm not even involved in a gang thing really, but it's all about money. But I wouldn't like, just because I'm from Answer, I wouldn't want one of them to come bully me because I'm from Answer.
So we're not punks.
But you told me it was about girls and wanting to every girl likes a tough boy.
Nah, that's like part.
Nah, that was back in the day. It was about, to me, I was trying to look cool for girls. So I throw a gang sign just to impress the girls, innit? But now you're growing up thinking girls are just shadow to me. I walk and lift them.
I don't chase them, I replace them.
yeah, I chase them like socks.
After Shaheem was murdered, there was 4 days of violence. Stabbings and shootings, not connected directly to Shaheem, but the violence was terrible. There was a shooting and a 2-year-old girl was trampled on as people tried to escape the gunshots ringing out.
That's what the text said. The kid, the 2-year-old or 3-year-old that got trampled is in critical condition. That's what the text said.
That was like they must have heard the gunshots and everybody ran. Or the buggy must have fell over, the kid tripped over and while everybody's running, because it's dark as well in the outside, they probably never even know.
So in the last 4 days or so, how many shootings and stabbings have there been?
It's been like I've heard a couple shootings, and I've heard the one, well, I've only heard of like the one stabbing as a fatality, but I've heard of a couple shootings. I've heard a couple stabbings because somebody's leg got severed. I don't know, that was nothing to do with gangs or nothing, but I did hear a young man's arm and leg got severed, but it was hanging off, so I don't know the full ins and outs of that, so there's a lot.
Now, how many things do you know about that happened in the last few days?
That stabbing, innit? Someone died the other day, a stabbing, and a shooting in a club the other day. Right, I don't know how much people got shot. I've heard 5, I've heard 4, but I just know people got shot.
I'm just stating the facts, talking about reality. Whole heap of casualties, bag of fatalities is fucked up, but this is the life we live. This ain't the type of life that you want for your kids. Little young tongues screaming out, dog, fuck the pigs. 14s dressing cause you can't buy kicks.
It's mad how just being in a situation, being in the wrong place at the wrong time can just mess up your whole life.
What do you mean?
I've known Moses all of his life. He's a lovely lad. He's never been involved in gangs.
We're more harsher on our own people. Get me, my friend got stabbed Wednesday? Died on the night.
Was that the boy that was stabbed to death?
Yeah, my friend Shaheem, man. He got, and it's all because of hype. It's like people ain't got no morals no more, man. Imagine you getting dragged out your car when your family member's there and you're in a traffic light and getting stabbed up. This ain't Cali. Is it Cali now? Is it California now?
Look at that waste of 2 lives, and now the youth's mother, the youth's family who's in jail as well, they're feeling it. And I'm not condoning him for stabbing. I'm not Sky, but I know in his heart of hearts he didn't mean to kill the youth. They stabbed him in his leg. It's not like he went AWOL and just started stabbing him in his neck and face and his chest and that. He stabbed him in his leg, just thinking, yo, which preps him and make him not want my money? Or whatever the hell the argument was about. And they licked a main artery and now the youth's dead. Stab people, listen to me, your whole body's full of main arteries, isn't it? You hit somebody in the wrong place, then you get me, you miss him. Let me show you something as well. Let me show you something. Like, you know, the grave looks all nice and looks all pretty and all. It's all nice and that. You have to understand, there's a youth lying in there that was alive like me and him, breathing and speaking, living. He's in there dead, like in a box, in a hole, in the ground.
His life is gone. You know what I'm saying? It's gone. No, we're not gonna see Shy again. You get me?
If heaven was a place on earth, then I'll go, no matter how far. I would throw the tank in my car and I'll roll, cause where I'm from there's a lot of sad faces. A lot of us had to live with the basics, and it's hard things that we gotta face in the places I know, and I know.
No one wants to come to the table and see what's really going on. Everyone's just making up what they think it's about, or I've heard this, I've heard that. No one ain't even being big man and saying, you know what, I'm going to go and see for myself. Only them geezers on the other side. So what, do you want to come link you? You want to come link you now? What park? Oh, that park where they do the running and all that, where they used to do the relays. Oh, I'll come there now one second. Go see him, and then if but he's with a couple of people as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm really fed up with just going to people and they're going to turn the cameras off. It's just a waste of time.
I won't say go with no camera. I say go talk, see what they're saying, and then see if you can.
So who is it?
He said he's with a couple of people.
What, Zimbo? Yeah. Do you think it's worth it though?
It's whether you think it's worth it. And I go and see what he's saying.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll give it a go then.
No,
There's the carnival tomorrow, and everyone's expecting for the carnival to be the same thing. We're gonna go there. A lot of black kids are gonna end up breaking up the carnival and and we don't want to see that, man.
What do people think is going to happen?
People think they're gonna be gang fights, stuff like that. It's just another day in Handsworth or another day in Newtown, or you know what I'm trying to say. It's just another day. So what becomes terrible to you, like, becomes every day to us.
Carnival tomorrow and thing, you get me?
You get me?
Oh gosh.
Yo, babies flying around and Facebook channel. Tomorrow's gonna be mad.
Hopefully it should run smoothly, but I guarantee tomorrow there's gonna be at least one fight. One fight.
Not even fight. Shot's gonna be busted on all kind of stuff.
Gunshot, bullet.
You know what I'm saying?
Fingers crossed, it's a nice day.
It's already
Everybody has fun. Because Handsworth is B21, Burger Bar side of town. There's rumours saying that the guys from the other side of town are gonna come in and try and shoot up the place or try and get into it. It's gonna go off basically at Carnival, so that's a big worry for a lot of people. Madness, come to Carnival with your trainers and a bulletproof vest. That's what's on Blackberry. Hopefully everything goes well, nice and peaceful. Have a lovely day. Yeah. Everywhere I go, I have these kids coming up to me asking all these questions. Flash, you do this, Flash about the guns and Flash about the skrill and Flash about this. Test left the gun, and that means I couldn't get involved in no gunfights. They're listening to me. I have a voice in it that they listen to, so let me make them hear the right things in it. Guns and that, bro, in real life, make sure you don't touch them in it. Real talk, big and serious, like. Cause that's the only reason why Flash survived, because he didn't have the gun in it. He never got involved in the gunfight because he didn't have a gun.
Really? Because the little boy, you gave the little boy the gun in there.
I know, and he left it, didn't he? And that's the only reason why Flash and him survived, because they couldn't get involved in no gunfight. You understand it? I say don't touch them. Yeah? Hello? Hello there. You reckon to see me? Hello, you reckon there?
Some mad new stuff happening right now, bro. Yeah.
One side of the park's been breached by a gang of people, so. Immediately after the carnival, I was thinking, this is not going to work, you see. This is definitely not going to work. I was kind of skeptical. We needed something big to happen. When it happened, I didn't expect it to be this.
Violence broke out after a crowd of about 200 gathered outside the local police station to protest about the death of Mark Duggan, who was shot by police on Thursday.
These are sickening scenes. Scenes of people looting, vandalising, thieving, robbing. Scenes of people attacking police officers. This is criminality, pure and simple, and it has to be confronted and defeated.
It's crazy, man. Like
Same said way, yeah. If a black person was to shoot a police officer, look how quick that's going. Look how quick that's getting dealt with. Now seriously, once one of theirs is down, look how quick that is gonna get dealt with.
They know who licked
Exactly.
the man. They know already who licked the man.
Look at that police, yeah, they are their own gang. The biggest gang in the world, and I can't see not one of them behind bars for killing this youth yet. Not one of them.
All of this shit that we're keeping up is keeping us from the bigger picture. It's keeping us where we are. Let them, that's why they don't fuck with us, that's why they leave us in the hood, that's why we can do what we like when we're in the hood. Because it's just like our minds are occupied in it. So we can't think, so we're not thinking about the bigger agenda. We're thinking about the boy them, they're this man, they're this man, and we're not thinking about what's really going on. We're getting conned lads. We've been conned lads. So you understand it?
Like back in the day when black men weren't allowed in pubs and weren't allowed to sit down and bust and we weren't entitled to certain things. It's riots, you know, that made them things work, you know, blood. People standing up and saying, fuck this. I'm mashing up the place.
You can't be just out there wilding out on a mad thing, because there is bigger things going on out there, like the bigger agenda. Man are running around getting TVs and that. We should have been going to the bright people and making these people afraid, innit? Man ain't rioting properly, we got us on TV as looters.
That's not a thieving thing. That's to do with this geezer that died, just to show them, yeah, that it ain't no plating. You can't do things behind closed doors and people are not having it. So I say, right, mash up the economy, mash up the businesses that are funding the police to do these things, because without all the money that we're paying, they wouldn't be able to have all these powerful big guns and that, because they're not cheap.
To me, that's not going to work. You can't just go everywhere, just kick off doors, try and get your voice heard.
Man need to come out more strategically. We've been rioting, bro, for years, man, and we're still fucked. If a man had a link to a political person and he could say that come from Tottenham and could say, well, this is what it is, and him and this political person's on TV and having a debate or conversation, then it would have been a different look. But being just man ain't got no structure, or things are just man are just wilding out off of impulses, like we do. and then think about when we're fucked later.
The policeman killed the geezer. You don't need a spokesman to explain that what happened.
Somebody needs to be saying we want fucking justice. We need somebody saying we want justice, bro. Listen, man from the hood know what it is, man. Go for it. Anybody else is thinking, what's going on? They're probably thinking the black kid was thieving in the first place. That's why you got licked down. They're not even gonna hear the story because it's like, well, they're just thieves. Man, I need to put themselves in positions of power. Man, like I said, we're too low in the food chain everywhere.
How you understand? How you get power, blood? It's through violence, blood. And that's how everyone else has got powerful, blood. You have to use a bit of violence, make them know you're not playing about, and then kick back.
I had no idea the effects the riots would have on our peace movement. I thought if anything would make things worse. Yeah, the police got by the club and so it looked like it might go down today.
The police got by the club?
Yeah, the police are fully by the club. There must be something out here. You want to make your way home anyway, lads? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just looking for stuff on the floor.
Looking for stuff on the floor, bro.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know why the reason why they're writing? Because a black boy was killed by the police earlier on this week. That's the real reason for the protest. It's not like all of the black teeth and stuff like that. Yeah. That's the real cause behind anything. But
What time is it on?
It's not on TV yet, but use that door home, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, then take care now. Bye-bye. People end up coming together in riots. You have a common enemy. I think that's what kicks people's minds to think, hold on, forget fighting each other. People are holding us down, putting us in bad situations. So let's forget the bullshit. Let's stick together and fight. You know the cause of what's to do, what's causing all of this? You know what's fueled all of this?
It was that kid in it, he got shot or something. I heard he got shot. I don't know what the real story is, but he got shot. But you know what, before I act off anything, I make sure I got the proper intel.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I make sure that, like, you know what, I'm fighting for that real cause, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point fighting off ESA.
So, how do you officers feel about what's going on out here? They're acting like I'm not here. And this is the problem that we have in our community. When we speak to these people, they act like we're not here. So, once again, have you got anything to say about this situation?
Listen, sir, we're not obliged to make any comment about what's happening here. If you want to get a comment from the police, you have to speak to the press office.
See, this is why the whole of the UK is erupting right now, because they're pissed, fed up of it, not having it no more. So, as long as things remain the same, I can see things remaining the same out here. And I don't think me personally, I can see into all of these people's eyes, and they look scared. There's only a little line of people, there's thousands of youths where I come from. And these thousands of youths are really ready to come out here and cause like a revolution, because they'll understand that we do have the power.
So why didn't you join them?
I went town and it was, you couldn't get in town, it was blocked off. It was just mayhem in the middle of the road, loads of youths running around. I was in 2 minds, should I park up and walk round, or... And I was parked up there for a bit. After that, I just got off. I said, you know what, I'm not coming out to teeth nothing, you know, the damage is done, that's what I want, shit mashed up as well, yes. You had people just there standing protecting their shops, you know, just making it known that they don't take sides with black people, you know. That's what, no matter what happens day to day in day life, they just made it known that they're not supporting it, they don't give a, they don't business about it.
It's their little business, so why wouldn't they?
I'm on about the whole criminal system, you know. At the end of the day, we're fighting for justice, you know, police brutality. Police take the piss with us, so we're fighting back. But because they don't go through that, they can kick back and say, well, everything's cool. But if Asians were getting in trouble by police, you know, they would be pissed off as well. And that's why I say it's a trap, man. It's designed to keep us down and that. I'm hearing that shots have gone off in Aston and 3 Asians that dead yesterday. So I don't know what happened. All I know is that 3 people are passed and there's some Asians that are not too happy. You know, regardless whether that's going to escalate or not, I don't know, you know. But you got Asians and fucking Illuminati together, yeah, we got no chance. So it's a race war now, it's no longer the shops we need to worry about. If it means it brings us together and we die together, then I'm down for that, you know.
Last night when I was driving past, I seen like loads of people outside, like little groups of Asian people outside their shops trying to like defend their shops, obviously, because people have been smashing youth in their shops. I hear some kids, somebody pulled up on the pavement and hit and run down 3 people, and I've heard they died. If this turns into like a racial war, this is gonna be it's gonna be serious out here. Very, 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 very serious out here. It's stirred up a whole lot of stuff. So all this Burger Bar and Johnson's thing right now, it looks as trivial as it is right now.
Looking at this particular incident, yes, there is potential that the tensions will be heightened because of that, but there have been a whole succession of meetings amongst community leaders and the police.
This is kind of messed up, man. It's gone too far.
It's greedy.
Yeah, greed, and like I said, what is there to really teeth on this road?
If you want to work, you gotta work hard for it.
You gotta work hard. Like I said, you can't. There's nothing to teeth. But like, even if you are a career criminal, what the hell are you gonna teeth on a shop that's full of food shops? So you're gonna teeth some burgers and chips. Ridiculous. What?
Pointless.
Pointless.
His family's in his discipline.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
I know that the press are here, but we need to do an investigation here now.
Investigation. So what have I got to do? Investigation.
Conducting a murder inquiry here at the moment. Okay. Who do you represent? Thank you. We need to move away.
Confidential.
Yes.
Director. That's I said, I'm working, I'm at work at the moment, so you call it over. Okay. All right. Like I'm saying, so this is my point, like, because I'm black and I come and stood here, they want to question me. I had to explain to them that I'm at work, and now they've let me go. So now they haven't got no questions for me, so how fucked up it is around here. You understand it? Fucked up.
Yeah.
Asking me about, because I got a baseball cap on and the jacket, and I don't look like, because I'm not white. Because they didn't ask you to come and speak, and me and you we all came together. Do you understand it? I don't trust nothing out here, me personally.
United we stand, divided we fall.
You understand it? United we stand, divided we fall. It's in my hand and his hand. That's how we need to roll. Feel me? The hood is a very, very funny place. It changes like the weather. You understand it? Anything can happen, it just goes that way, goes this way. That's why it's hard, like I said. That's why a lot of people go crazy down here, because it's not very stable. There's no stability around here at all. But right now, truth is highly possible. Highly likely, that's the truth. There was no gang activity during the riots. No Burger Bar, no Johnson's, no gang activity at all. Everyone came together. So yeah, you could call it a 4-day truce. Yeah, everybody's on the same team.
I mean, well, what can you expect when you see the advertisements for iPhone 4 every 15 minutes on your TV? Then what do you expect? You know what I mean? When we glorify the apps and the this and the that and the FaceTime, what do you expect?
People must have seen the thing and thought, oh, everything's so sweet. I don't know what they picked up to smash it, but they smashed the window and they came and thought, this is not criminals, these people are little kids. Like, it's all madness what's going on right now. I don't even know what to say, because I'm just looking at the face. It's kind of funny, isn't it, really?
When the lawmakers are the law breakers as well, you can't expect the everyday citizen to be, you know, conducting themselves correctly when, you know, you see stories of corruption and you don't see any consequences to that. And the reason why these plays are so, you know, so appealing to young people, because of the kind of things that we value, the kind of things that we promote and advertise out there. Yeah, Waterstones untouched.
It's the most valuable to the people.
Exactly. Yeah, where all the knowledge is, where all the valuables really are. Right over there, Waterstones untouched. Not a window broken in sight. But yet still, cyber candy was... I mean, can you see there's something wrong with that picture there, people?
If I don't come out of my house and come here, which is my family's place, I don't go nowhere else because I don't feel safe, mate. The picnic are bigger than my shoes and the picnic I run up and down and throw a brick pan police.
I wanted to hear what the elders' thoughts was on the state of our community.
Unfortunately, we've got a generation lost. And it's not a generation of black lads, it's a generation of youth that is lost. They are completely lost to us, mate, and there's nothing we can do to get through to them. God, see it. Catch the damn picnic, take off your belt, swipe him 2 times and send him home to mama. Excuse me, if people think that is bad and that is abusive, sod the latter, yeah? Sod your ass is bad, abusive.
I put life into my kids. The government, the law, I would have backside them in front of the Queen. They can't tell me can't do it. I will do it in front of the Queen. If they want to lock me up after, that's fine. But you know something? None of my kids got involved in the riots because of what I've drummed into them.
Yesterday we sat down and listened to some big men speak and they think it needs to be resolved with a beating. Look at the big youth. Now stand up next to me, please, so you can see this on the road. You can't beat these youths because they'll probably beat you. Do you understand it? There has to be other measures and other ways to go about it. I'm not saying that they don't need discipline, you know, but I'm talking there's levels to beating them, because you can get a slap or somebody can find a piece of this in the house and stop, and beat you to a pulp. You understand it? There's levels to it. A little slap, discipline, like picking up stuff and chairs, and I've seen people get beaten, like serious beatdowns. Like, you have to know what we're doing, man. There's a lot to it. Like, the more I've analysed this thing, we've got a whole lot of problems within ourselves and we want to blame the whole world, man. So I want stuff out. And I've got the slight feeling that kids that have been beat are slightly more violent. I have that feeling. I'm not 100%, so you can't quote me on that, but I've got a feeling that the kids who are beaten are slightly more violent. And in my community and where I come from, beating is normal.
What's happened to you?
Yeah, like, see the other day, like Tuesday and that, I was nearby town and that, and then, like, some police see me in it, and they chased after me, so I started running in it. And they hide behind one car now. They dragged me from behind the car, just kicking me in my face, and they got me to the ground and just punched me in my head, and they were like, just kicking me in my ribs and that, and they rushed, like, beating me up really.
And how old are you?
16 still, 16. And they put me in the cell for the night and that, saying I have to come back in a month's time.
But why did they do that?
Oh no, like, said suspicion of me doing, like, rioting and that, looting.
And then that makes you feel like you want to get them back and do whatever.
I had hatred in my heart. I'd hated in my heart from a long time for them to get me, but I just got it more now. I just want to get them back, you get me?
Those are police officers. Imagine I'm in distress. Imagine I'm in distress. I've got a problem. I could have been calling them to a problem. It could have been anything. There's some more right there. There's some more right there. They followed me all morning. They followed me to the shop. They asked me what am I doing, who's invested in this film to make this film. They're asking all sorts of questions. Like, this is how we living around here, man. These people take them me.
Born black, you're born a criminal.
It's a crime in this country.
It's a crime in this country,
the biggest crime, bro.
It's the biggest crime. Yes. Them again, they don't want to stop. The police, because this morning been pussy also following me all morning, but now come my camera. They don't want to stop and talk to me. They follow me around the whole hood, you know, dog. Faggots.
Stop the camera off for a second.
Why?
You want to speak? Can you knock the camera off on the speaker?
Well, no, because I'm making a film. But what have we done wrong?
Just ask a few questions, that's all.
But why? Why?
Sorry?
Why are you asking us questions?
Why are you pointing a camera in my face?
Well, I'm making a film. You came over to me.
Oh, that's fine. Listen.
What?
Listen. Right, we'll close the door.
What do we have to understand?
No,
we haven't done anything wrong, so why are you stopping us? This is a free country in which I'm allowed to be in a public place making a film.
Right, do you have a filming permit?
Filming permit for what?
You say you're filming something.
15 minutes later, the police demanded all of our footage from Channel 4. They also sent emails asking community centres to report back on all of our activities.
The police are saying that they're going to try and shut us down, Benjamin. It's not even a thing that they're trying to descend and say right now they're going to try and lock us off because we're going to incite gang problems now. Bullshit. All of these people have been raping us. The 190 million that you said they put into my community to help with these gangs and stop gangs, and that stop lying to the people. None of the, no gang member I know or gang member I spoke to knows any of you people, innit? So you're raping my community and keep raping us down and just see what happens, innit? Putting our heart and soul into this has been far from easy. Far from easy. It's kind of over. And get me a nightmare. Most days we don't know which way we're gonna turn, but we've continued in it. And like I said, the only reason what driving us is that a little bit of passion that's in there, and that's the only reason we're doing. Because we could have just said, no, something ain't working. Fuck it off. What's your point to stop me here? Come and ask me. I'm still pissed. That's all the reason I'm not happy in it. I'm not happy, so that's that in it. Where do you know me from? You don't know me, so you don't know me. You've never met me, because I'm down because we're pissed in it, because you motherfuckers are killing people out here. No, I don't want to calm down, I'm upset. I'm upset like the rest of the country, if you haven't noticed. We're pissed, we are mad. Right now we're upset. Right now you're killing people in it. Now we don't have to talk. Now we'll start for the camera down. This is real life shit, isn't it? This is real life shit. You said Mr. Duffus, Mr. Dillon, like you know me. You're part of the same gang, innit? The same way, everybody puts into the same category when it comes to us. The same way you lot all fit into the same category, point blank, period, innit? We're guilty until proven innocent where we come from.
This is what we go for as black young men, because this is normal, everyday occurrence. This is why you're probably thinking, why is he behaving like that? If it happened to you every day, you'd behave like that as well.
No, you have no idea. You are a foot soldier, so I refuse to speak to you unless you're a boss. Don't trust me. You're let's go without, man.
What makes a race not come together with one order? And why do gangsters go jail before they find religion? If they stayed and listened, would they be still with us? No fate, then they die behind prison gates. Are we supposed to wait or just hate?
A little joke that we had, you know, what's the difference between Aston and Handsworth? It's like Birchfield Road, you know what I mean?
A road that runs down
the middle. Carriageway. You know what I mean? How lame, how shallow, how petty. Let's just hope that, you know, 2 weeks from now, that the focus doesn't change again. That after, they've mashed up their community, after they've, united, whether willingly or not, let's just hope that they look at that bigger picture and say to themselves, well, what are we really fighting each other for? Because my vulnerabilities are the same as yours. You know what I'm saying? My institutionalized racism experience are the same as yours. My lack of opportunity are the same as yours. You know what I mean? The only thing that's not the same is our postcode. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. Because this one lives in B6 and this one lives in B20, two opposite sides of Birchfield Road, people. Come on. Come on, do better.
After almost a year on his own, Shabba finally made a breakthrough.
Obviously, I targeted like official people, I tried to go to official people that had influence, people that had respect, and try and get them to see the picture at a meeting with the man them. There was about 30 man in the yard, innit? Yeah, people were arguing and that, voices were raised and that, the man's in there getting mad and, it was a lot of tension. And I can remember Sykes was in there just quiet, innit? He just didn't speak, he was just quiet the whole time, taking it all in. I was expecting Sykes to probably take their side, but he actually was on my side,
The gang thing don't make sense. I can tell you now, the gang thing don't make sense, man.
We need to, from them people that we lose here, we need to make a positive from it. Like in America, they do the memorials and that in the name of... Yes. Look at this.
So this, that there, on the gravestone, these are my friends, All friends that just gone, you get me? For shit that started when man wasn't even born. You get me? Because he's a young man. 7, 8, 9.
May they rest in peace. May those brothers rest in peace.
Madness. Absolute madness. I'm 26, done 9.5 years in jail. Don't make no sense, but you get me? Don't make no sense. All that time as a youth getting sent to jail for madness.
Okay, here's my hypothesis now. Firearms were made right here during the Industrial Revolution. Guns were made right here. And the guns that were made here in Birmingham were used to trade for African people to be taken to the Caribbean as slaves. And the youth who are involved in the gun crime are the very descendants of the Africans who were traded for guns that were made here. The Industrial Revolution fueled the slave trade, and the slave trade fueled the Industrial Revolution. It was a triangular trade where goods were made right here where we stand, as I said before, to trade for our ancestors. And hence why today Caribbean people have European surnames, including myself, including these two gentlemen. And all this is testimony to, to the grisly past of the European doing dodgy business in trading. Man, we should become intelligent enough to learn about what happened to us. And thank God now that we're born in an era of opportunity and where there's laws here to protect us as black people, we should take advantage of that. If the youth them are going to join a gang, I would suggest you to join an academic gang. Join an academic gang of bankers, solicitors, lawyers, okay?
Growing up here, I ain't thinking about I'm going to be in no gang with no bankers and that.
Amongst ourselves?
I want to be with the man them in it. I want to make P. I want to do this thing in it with man them in it. You get me? Your friends who you grow up with. That's all it is, you know. That's all it is, you know. Your friends, you know.
That can still happen.
Your friends.
That can still happen, fam.
I got love for my friends in it. My older friends, I would listen to them as older brothers. We are what we are in it.
Of course.
You get me? We're a product of our society. We grew like this. This is just what we are.
We need to break free, get the fuck up out of these chains. You sign the game, B, mentally enslaved in our brains. You think you change, in reality, you're still the same. Stuck in the game, bitch made, mentally enslaved, and that's life, nigga. You ain't know about life, it's life, nigga. You got the boy.
Nugs did the same as well, you know, he come over and say, you know, it's true. It's true what you're doing and that. I'm definitely down for it. And anything you need, I support it.
And that's life, nigga.
No one tells Nugs what to do, he does what he wants to do, so if Nugs wants to get on board, it's because Nugs wants to get on board.
No fucking cops on the block, yeah. Undercovers. A true Muslim knows that you can't harm your brother. You know what I'm saying? You can't kill your brother, no bullshit, no gang-related bullshit. So if a man's a Muslim, and a man's a Muslim, and that's how it is. Get me, any beef that you had before that is done with, gone. You fear Allah, and that's that.
And is it a way in prison in which people have come together who previously out on the block might have been shooting each other?
Yeah, because they've got time to sit down and read and contemplate and reflect and see what's what in it.
Yeah, that's true.
They ain't got no time for no, wow. They ain't got nothing to do really in jail, innit? Jail's jail. Lockdown. Get me.
Why did Simba change his name?
Kind of the same thing. Man are getting older now. We've got kids in it. Can't be running around gunning down man all your life. So it's time for a change, and he could see the business side of it as well. Like, let's stop doing this here. Let's come together and let's do something.
We have to show love to Shabba still. He started this thing and he's getting it going. He's made it happen, innit?
Too late for the youths to grow. Huh? Never too late. Never too late. Never too late.
It's never too late to grow. Cause I don't wanna feel the same no more. And I don't wanna feel the
Kicking back, getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about the things I see and all the things I saw. Heading down the wrong road and I couldn't change course. Used to wanna be a G, but now this G wants more. Always in and out of court, with my life in the hands of a judge. Looking straight at me with hatred, cause I'm black and I'm young. 18, and I'm going down for packing a gun. Misled by my elders, I was slanging for funds. Still attacking my lungs, weed smoke got me para. Celebrity, known by everybody in the manner. In this life I've never walked straight, only ever stagger. Sober so I can't even blame the Bruce Banner. Just like a weak bladder, I was out of control. My fate's in my own hands, what was I never told? I'm living with no limit, limitless. Now that I know, it ain't never too late to grow.
It's never too late to grow. It's never too late to grow. Cause I don't wanna feel the same no more.
That's a question, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, is it too late? You get me? Question yourself and then you realise that
I wanted to put the message out there that basically it's not too late, innit? Ain't never too late, innit? There's people that do shitty things all their life and then boom, they're inspired and their whole life changes, innit?
I had a dream last night that I was back in prison. Bun that, I'd rather die, so today I'm chilling. They're trying to watch us like clockwork, mechanism. Give them the fingers up to show the fools that I can sit them. I see straight through the plain clothes. I ain't wanted, so I got no reason to lay low. I just wanna live my life good and raise dough. But they don't wanna see that, so they're stopping my stage shows. The roads are made, bro, so I'm trying to switch on my career. And I did this for the Neo and Kia. That is here, yo. This is one to let the whole world know. It ain't never too late to grow.
Man, niggas have never showed man the right shit.
Exactly. For my generation growing up, yeah, everybody wanted a name. If you never had a name, yeah, that means you're an idiot, innit? That's it, innit? You're either somebody or you're nobody, blood. You get me? Whereas now, I can stand up and prevent things, you get me? I can say, yo, listen, louder. You get me? Louder, that's gas. I talk to the youth all the time, you get me? Louder gang thing, but it's dumb. Don't make no sense. You're not gonna get nowhere from it.
My little cousin is dead, and you know he paid the maximum penalty in it. I kind of blame myself sometimes as well because he's following me in it. He's following me. I'm the oldest cousin here. I'm the oldest out of a lot of us, basically. So obviously, it's like when I do certain things, then the rest follow in it.
It's never too late to grow. It's never too late to grow. Cause I don't wanna feel.
I'm sitting down in like the studio, and like I'm sitting down in the studio with the so-called boy them.
So was that the first time you'd ever been in a room with some Johnsons?
Yeah. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I sat down in the room and I was a bit uneasy. I was about to keep it 100. I had to sit down and think, so hold on, is everything really cool here? And the man have come over and firm me, and everything was kind of relaxed. It was an experience. And just to realise, hold on, it's just like me, and talk the same, they think the same. Not my enemy, these guys ain't my enemy, but that was kind of like another wake-up call, like, come on. This is so trivial, so foolish, it's unbelievable. This is how it's supposed to be. And that's kind of how, that's the dream now, innit, to make it always like that. Just, that's how they're supposed to live, innit, together.
And I don't wanna feel the pain. It's never too late to grow. It's never too late to grow. Cause I don't wanna feel the same no more. And I don't wanna feel the pain.
My dog, innit?
That's what I was just about to say.
My dog, innit?
Brother from another mother star.
It's just really like that, innit? So that's just what it is. So no more, innit? The real brother, innit? Shabba. The Shabba, innit? Like I said, you just take him as he comes, innit?
That's the name.
There's nothing more to it. There's just Shabba, innit?
I can't complain on that. It's not exactly the truths that we wanted, you know, to kind of make history and that, have so form of truths, bring people together, but it's still a way of bringing people together. You know, we got man them on the soundtrack, we got man them in the same studio, we got people talking, you know, so it is progress. Come a long way, style, and actually can look and say I'm living good, you know. For once, I'm living good.
I've got to like analyse myself. Well, a lot of the stuff like I've been through or grown up and kind of analyse the whole situation, come to realise it isn't everybody, because everybody's always blaming each other and whatnot. You have to blame yourself, man. But this is your life, so you have to live it, and I have to be all I can be. Understand it, and that's what I've learned. Because like I said, I've watched a lot of people spend a lot of time saying, oh, it's this person, and we're blaming that person, and we're blaming this person. And when I wake up in the morning, I do what I want to do. And so when I wake up in the morning, whatever I do, that's the life I'm going to be living in it. So it's my decision, my choice. So me, I'm going to try and do the right thing.
In too deep, now it's heading the wrong way. My closest piece of faded away. I'm trying to get out of the game. These streets can never tarnish my name. I need to leave, but still my heart wants to stay. I'm trying to get out of the game. Too deep, now it's heading the wrong way. My closest piece of faded away. I'm trying to get out of the game.
You claim you got the power in your hands. You got the keys to the chains. Free my man. We riders, move silent. Take time out the hill to penny silence. You claim you got the power in your hands. You got the keys to the chains. Free my mans. We riders, move silent. Take time out the hill to penny silence.